Now we are going to module 2. Now typing your first word in Microsoft Word. So I'm going to go with this module 2 and take it to left click and then copy, or you can use Ctrl C to copy. So I'm going to add it here, Ctrl V, and then or you can come to paste and then paste after tapping on the page that you want to paste there. So I'm going to start my first word. That's what we're saying. So Moturi is a young philosopher of 21st. So I'm going to put this 21st and then remove again first century. Moturi is going to be your instructor throughout this course. So you see now, I've already typed my first sentence and my first word. Typing your word, first word typing in Microsoft Word. So I'm going to apply character formatting. Here is where we say character formatting is how you apply to these characters. For example, M is a character. So I can decide to use this name. I can decide to format it, change the case, increase the font size, making the text a bit bigger. You see, I can decide to do anything. This to decrease the font size. Now this is character formatting. I can decide now I don't want this color. I can decide to choose a new color like that. I can decide to text effect and typography. So I can decide to do the shadow, inner shadow, outer shadow. You see, that way it has a shadow. Yeah. I can decide to bold it. After highlighting it, I can decide to highlight this document, the other document. I can decide to bold it and even increase the size also, and even change the color to green, dark green, good contrast. So a good contrast makes it admirable to those people viewing the text. I can decide to underline it after highlighting it. I can decide to underline it because it is saying Moturi is a young philosopher of 21st century. For example, 21st century. The 20th century, because this is the 21st century where generations have to be more admirable and doing everything good to make everything go well. So after doing that, we're going to make sure that after doing that also, now we're going to go to control the layout. The layout of the paragraph, controlling the layout of the paragraph. So I'm going to control the layout of the paragraph. Like for example, I'm going to control the layout of the paragraph. Let me control the layout of the paragraph. So let me come with a paragraph that I want to control the layout here. Let me copy this. For example, I'm going to take this abstract, left click and then okay, then come here to your word. Then I'm going to put a cursor. Yeah. My cursor is there, as you can see. Then I'm going to use Control V. The paragraph is already here. So I'm going to make sure that this paragraph is going to be designed according to my own desire. So I'm going to highlight again. Then now controlling paragraph layout. Now paragraphing, you can justify. Oh no, it is center. Align right. You see, aligning right, the way it makes it appear. You can justify the paragraph, so the paragraph doesn't leave any space, so the text is arranged in a manner that makes it admirable for those people who are going to view it. You can decide lining and spacing of paragraph, the kind of lining or spacing of paragraph that you want, 1.5. Or you can come to design again, then go to paragraph, no spacing, combine. You see what it appears? Compact, tight, open, relaxed, double. So this as a double paragraphing, it is not appearing the others appear, so it is double spacing for this paragraph. This is a paragraph, it has double spacing on the paragraph. But let's now go to tight, return it to where it was before, because tight makes it even more creative looking. But for those people who are representing a thesis, I think you should desire before use double spacing. Double spacing, you come here again, you tap on double. So that's how a thesis is being represented, double spacing. So let's go back to this. You can decide this paragraph, you don't want it to start here. You can decide to increase the indent. You see, increase, decrease, increase, increase the indent. So if you want to come back, you just remove the highlights, then tap on backspace. It is going to come back to where it was. Or you can decide if you want a simple paragraph indenting design. So you tap on Control M. You see, Control M, Control M, and then if you want to come back, you just backspace, just like that, and finish everything that you want. So it is just simple as you have seen, because I don't want to show you using all these types of text. I'm going to backspace and remove it. Backspace again to remove it. So I think what I've shown you here, you're going to use it for your own benefit. So another thing that I'm going to teach you here is displaying text in bullets and list numbering. So here, without taking much of your time, bullet numbering. So I'm going to do a very simple thing here. I'm going to type Moturi John. So it is going to be this double spacing. Kemundo Rihanna Cardi B Offset. So I'm going to first to remove this double spacing here, because I don't want it. What's this now? Instead of using my mouse, because I can see it is running, rather than doing what I want, let me use the keyboard in my. Now I'm going to remove this double spacing. I can decide to use here to remove it, or I can decide to go here to remove this double spacing. See, let's use the tight option. So since we have done this, now we were talking about this displaying text in bullets and the numbering list. So I'm going to use that. I'm going to use bullets. Rather than that, let me start with here. I'm going to go to Home tab. I'm going to see bullets, bullet listing. I'm going to tap the bullet that I want. I'm going to use this, you see, and then I can increase the intent if I want. Now I'm going to use the number listing now. Number listing created. So I'm going to use the now you see I can increase the intent also. Increase the intent. Now they are aligned together. Now I'm going to use the multi-level listing. So I'm going to use that. Let me add it here and multi-level listing. So the multi-level listing, as you can see, multi-level listing. Now I'm going to start here again. I'm going to tap on this, then backspace. Now I'm going to use that. I'm going to tap on it. So I'm going to use this. So let's say product. If I tap on this, it is going to do that. So I'm going to tap on the tab key. So if I tap on the tab key, it is going to change. Then add mango. No, product cannot be a product. Let's just say iPhone 17 Pro Max. Then I'm going also to tap on the tab key. Then it is going to change also. As you can see, it is changing. Then let's say cheap. Then I'm going to tap also on the tab key. It is going to start another list again, just like that, as you continue doing so. So it is just very simple for you to do that without being very wasted by your time. So as you can see, there are a lot of things here. that we are going to read and understand. Now we are going to see on applying borders and shading. Now here you're going to apply borders and shading. So applying borders and shading, it is going to make it even look more prettier than even before. For those people who want to do everything the way they want or the way they need something to be done. Now on the border shading, this is what we're going to do, border and shading. Now let us copy this paragraph, copy. That I told you can use Ctrl+C after highlighting. Then I'm going to remove this, so that then Ctrl+V to copy. Now we're going to understand borders and shading of the content. So here, the only thing that we're going to do here is applying borders. Now we go back to Home tab again. Then I'm going to add this whole paragraph to a border. Then I come here, shading. Now you can add the shading here, the type of color that you want. That I think this one, sample, good contrast. I don't know, I think if I use this, and be even more prettier. Now I have added the border, the shading. Now if I come to this, I'm going to see borders. Add or remove borders from your selection. Because I've already highlighted this, I want to add a border here. So all borders, also right border. You see it is adding a border here. Right border. Let me just click there. Just added a border here. Then if I go back and then I remove it, add all borders, it is going to add this text into all of it into a border. So that's what I wanted to show you. That's how you do. And then right click to leave your document that way. So it is going to make everything to be even more good for you to start. Since you have finished the module 2, again the module 2 is over. As you can see, the things that we wanted to learn, you have already learned them. So I want you to go back and practice the same things, then come back and do everything the way it was. So what I'm requesting you is that this course is just meant for you. I am an instructor and I think you're going to hear me very well because I'm very loud and clear and my grammar is not that bad. For anybody can understand me because I'm not talking like someone who takes drugs or someone who wants to hear things for himself. I'm making this grammar simple for each and every individual to understand these things so that he or she can become perfect in any industry or organization that he or she may be working for. Thank you for your time. Now go back and practice, then come back after break so that we can continue. I think that one is good for all of us right now because we are going to